Okay, let's get these installed. Now we're going to give you some soap solution for installing the product, a little urethane squeegee, and of course the two patterns. You're going to need a towel, and you're going to need a bottle to mix the solution in. Again, 38 ounces, 32 ounces with this will make this soap solution. And let's get into prepping. We're going to need to clean the taillights. We recommend you don't do this in cold. You don't use this in heat. You use it at room temperature, and you don't spray it on the taillights directly if it's cold or hot. It's best to do it on the actual towel, because sometimes alcohol can evaporate too quick and cause staining. So again, room temperature you're fine, but in any kind of heat or cold conditions, you want to be really careful. Also, you want to make sure you install this correctly, and if you're doing it in the cold, you want to make sure you get all the water out. Now we sell a lot of these for the Model 3 and the Model Y, and if you leave water below this material and it expands and freezes, it can crack your taillights. So it's really important you do this correctly. Clean it, get all the surfaces free of dirt, dust, lint, oils, and don't leave water underneath it if you're going to drive it out in freezing weather. Please, please, please. Okay, so we've got 3 pieces. So I got identifying the passenger side, all 3 of these. And then once you mix your solution up, you're going to get the soapy water on your hands. You're going to spray it on the part. You're going to spray it on the car. And then we're going to install it, and we're going to use the little squeegee. So again, you want to get your fingertips wet so you're not getting fingerprints on the film. So again, right now, we're just doing a little quick wipe down. This is the final wipe down using the squeegee. And if you have a bigger squeegee, it'll make it a little easier. But this is the one we're including, so we're showing it in the video. So this is the last clean. And then now what we're going to do is get everything wet. And we're going to now put more soapy water on the back and the front and on the section here. Now you'll notice that this is designed to wrap around or fit right at the edge. Again, this is the expel patterns. So you want to position the top perfect and the bottom. And remember, you can move it around. So watch this. You can lift it up, move it, change your mind. That's why a wet installation is very, very, very easy and simple to do. So again, position it, lift it up, move it around, squeegee it. The soap's going to allow this material to float around, to move around, to allow you to make adjustments. So it's really nice having a wet installation. It's easy to do it over, so to speak. So now what we want to do is push the water out. And you need water on top to push the water out. So just squeegee it from the center out, all the way around, getting rid of these fingers. Now fingers look like the back of your fingers, wrinkles. You're just getting them out by pushing them around and around. Okay, now don't be afraid to lift it up and spray water underneath, water on top, and then you're just going to squeegee the water out. Very simple, easy. Let it sit after you're done for a few hours just to dry all out. And if you have any creases or lines, like we accidentally had in this pattern, don't worry. Everything lays and sticks and adheres nicely. So once we're done, we're going to make some great videos showing how these are translucent and how the lights show up, the reverse lights show up, the brake lights show up. Everything shows up great. And again, water is your friend, especially soapy water. So just let it all kind of dry out, and then you'll see these edges. They'll stick right down once the alcohol and the soap dry out, which is what we're using. Some people use straight alcohol, but this is more of a beginning video. So we're just using soapy water. And now we're going to move on to the next piece. And then the charging port, as they would say if we were in the UK. But again, this is the fixed charging port with the reflector on it. So that'll be really nice. We normally sell a lot of these reflector pieces just to get that reflector blacked out. So now it'll be looking great like this. All right, now you can see you fine tune it and really get it perfect. Make it look really flush and nice. Okay, so we're gonna let that dry out a little bit, move on to the next two pieces. Again, soap it, wipe it. This is one more precaution just to get dust and dirt off. You might find like a little speck of something, and then you clean it really good because you don't want to see it through the film. There we go. Now this is the one that is the two-piece that we're going to show you how to overlap and how to place it. So again, soap it up, soap your fingers up, clean it one more time. Nice. So now we're ready. Then we just want to pick it off the tray or the sheet. This is the final soap. And then don't let it stick. Spray the back, spray the front. And now you can just hold it in your hands and place it right where you want it. So again, the arch at the top is going to be loose temporarily. You see how we're just lining the bottom up. It's a really nice pattern. Once you're not on the paint at the bottom, then just kind of line up the front and the top. And then we'll start squeegeeing the water out. So what we call this is tacking. Once you start getting the water out, the adhesive is going to start grabbing. So once it tacks, it's locked in place. Of course, you can still pull it up. And this gives us like a foundation to work with before we move on to the arch and the other piece. And this material does stretch slightly. Now we'll work on this piece. So again, we already have glossy black on the taillight everywhere. So only up close will you'll notice if you are short or long or too wide. What's important is to cover up the red and the clear plastic. So you can see now, we're just going to lay it down, put that corner in place, press it, hold it, and you got to leave enough material to make sure you didn't leave a gap in here. So then we grab the other little peninsula part, line that up. So the top piece is designed to sit on top of the lower piece. So this is the top, this is the lower, and that's going to overlap on top of the lower piece. So you won't notice it because it's a seam, as we call it. Once you place it with your fingers, then you start squeegeeing the water out. Pretty awesome, pretty easy. Not hard to put on, no heat required, no shrink required. You don't have to be a window tint installer to install this stuff. And these fingers will go away. Just add a little pressure and pressure, and then come back. Now this area here is going to be, again, where material is going to build up. So you want to try to pull the material away and spread it out if you can. You can pull it up or down, and that'll allow it to move and be manipulated. Again, all without using any kind of heat. So you notice sometimes we're using a little bit of alcohol, because alcohol will help it tack a little quicker. Nice. All right, we're going to keep going and going here. So we're not rambling on for 2 minutes. But again, this is our real-time installation. We're 4 minutes into this video. And this is the second piece. But don't be afraid to lift it up and move it. Spread it around. Sometimes we use a little bit of heat. But again, it's not required. All we're trying to do is just black these out. So just continue to push the material until the fingers disappear. There we go. All right, cool. Now the next piece is the charging port. So we're going to clean it one more time too, and keep running here in real time. Final cleaning, checking for anything, any debris, and then the last piece. I'm going to pull it off the sheet. Wet on the front, wet on the back, and just put this little triangle right in place. Now again, we recommend doing all this, obviously, at your own rate, your own pace, and maybe take your time and don't worry about if you have to move pieces, peel pieces off. This is the nice part of wet installations. So again, what we're doing is lining up this corner. So this is our preferred start point. Make sure the top goes up high enough. And push that water out. All right, once your fingers are out and they're all gone at the top, because the material moves, then we're gonna let it kind of sit here and dry a little bit. Then we're gonna come back and do like a final process of checking edges. You know, once the water disappears, we're able to just push down these little spots. Then we're going to show how to clean it up and how to make it look great. But that's 6 minutes for the passenger side, and it sure looks great. Now again, this is how dark it looks sitting outside, power off, no lights on. No tail lights, no brake lights, no reverse lights, obviously. But doesn't that look great? So this is kind of like plastic before look with lots of distracting, you know, reverse lights, clear plastic, the red, the black, the reflector. And then afterwards, of course, it's beautiful and dark, and the match is great with the windows. Our diffusers coming out in full carbon fiber replacement diffusers. So for the plaid and the regular long range, we got some great options coming out for the Model S. Okay, now once it's been on a few minutes, just gently go over the towel. Gently, you can work out edges. You can push little fingers down. So don't push too hard because the towel obviously is going to move it, and you don't want to push it and dislodge its fixed location. And again, this is our only seam, so it's nice to just let this kind of set up before you get into it. But it looks great. It looks amazing. Water will dry out. Again, this is what I mean by water. So if you have water underneath here, little bubbles, just make sure it's not freezing cold, because that water can expand. It's also going to dry out. So this is an example of it. So you're always going to have little bits of water possibly underneath, just like window tint. But again, doesn't that look great? All right, so now we're going to get some before and after photos and then move on to the other side.